There is nothing small about a strawberry. The team OptiBerry from the TUI will lead you through problems of strawberry farming.
Strawberries. Delicious fruits, right? Especially now during the summer. Their high value and high seasonal demand makes them a delight to many. However, 11% of these strawberries are wasted during harvesting, accounting for 116,000 euros of loss per farm per year. And that is why we came up with OptiBerry, a real-time monitoring sensing device which measures the glucose and nutrition levels in strawberries. So how does it work? OptiBerry will be a small device which can either be used by the farmer manually in the field, so just walking around and scanning the fruits, but also because it's a really small device, it can easily be attached to optimized robotics, such as a robot arm or a drone, so it can even save the farmer more time. So how does it work? OptiBerry uses the photonics technology, which emits lights on the strawberries, and then the molecules in the strawberries will absorb this light, which creates this unique fingerprint, which is then sent back to the device, and the farmer is provided with an interface at which he can easily see which strawberries are perfectly fine for harvesting, which needs more care, for example, adding fertilizers, and which needs more measurements. So what does the OptiBerry help farmers with, instead of just reducing the waste? First of all, because they're naturally sweet, the farmer needs fewer post-development processes. Secondly, it can increase the yield of the field, so it can prevent underfeeding and overfeeding of fertilizers. And lastly, it can improve the quality of the strawberries, giving the farmer this unique market position so he can meet the consumers' demands.
Thank you. Now, let's talk numbers. Global agriculture sensor market is expected at 10% growth in the next 10 years, and similar for robotics market for agriculture, which expect 35% growth. And we can clearly see that precision agriculture is an upcoming trend, and that we can see that the nutrition level that customers want to know of the food is an increase. So we are face to face with more knowledgeable customers. Which means that OptiBerry is placed in the perfect niche market at the moment. When we look at the agricultural market, based on the two properties our product offers, which is real-time non-destructive monitoring and enhancing the quality of product, we can clearly see that there is no competitive in this market, and OptiBerry is placed in a perfectly blue ocean at the moment. So how are we going to capitalize on this? Well, first of all, we are in contact with a research organization based in Eindhoven to provide us with the photonics technology that we need for this. And our team will then assemble our sensor, and we are going to try to push our product into market to strawberry farmers, which then could be adjusted to the autonomous systems that they have. So how are we going to do this? Well, we drafted a one-year roadmap, which consists of 4 quartiles. Quartile 1 being the research and development phase, quartile 2 being the pilot and testing based on the prototype we have, and the quartile 3 we aim to improve on the prototype we have, and quartile 4 is launching the product itself. And later on we aim to achieve 2 main points, this being expansion to other fruit berries, potentially making our market value much higher, and other is being continuously improving and innovating and making the life of the strawberry farmers much easier. And here is our startup finance. To start with this innovation, we are going to need 185K of starting capital, which can potentially go down based on the conversation we are having with our manufacturer providers. And later on, we can see that our market potential in Netherlands alone is $5.5 million US. This is a very, very huge number. And if you potentially expand to global market, that number is going to be much higher. And our target customers are strawberry farmers. And this is our team. Yep.
So we are the perfect team to bring OptiBerry to life. And this is not the beginning of the story. This is not the end of the story, it's just the beginning. So are you interested in innovating the farming industry? Please come to us after this presentation to see how you can contribute. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And the whole team of OptiBerry is now ready for your questions, dear jury.
Okay, thank you very much. I'll begin with the usual 2 questions. First off, I did not get, are you developing both the hardware and the software, or is it just the software? That's the first question. Second question is, so you target the strawberry farmers as your first market, what I call the beachhead market, which is extremely important to get it right the first time, to get traction, and from there move on to other categories. Please elaborate a little bit about the choice of strawberries.
Yep. So first of all, thank you for the question. It's very nice. We aim to target the local market, and strawberries are the 3rd largest crop in the Netherlands alone. And there is a high waster percentage, so we kind of want to eliminate that. So that is the reason why we pick strawberries. And we aim to provide an assembly service. We don't want to produce the hardware ourselves. We want to obtain the hardware, later on assemble it, and provide the software of the hardware itself. So it's kind of like an assembly team. Thank you.
Next question.
Thank you. So how do the strawberry farmers solve this problem of waste today? And if you mentioned that there are no competitors, is there actually a need to solve it at all in the way that you are doing it? Have you validated the problem?
Yeah, so good question. Thank you for asking. So how farmers currently create this problem actually is they're just overproducing because they want to meet the consumer demand because there's a high need for them. But yeah, they don't know exactly how much, so they just overproduce. And currently they're not really doing anything about it because they want to meet consumer demands. And your follow-up question was?
Have you validated the problem
Yes.
with them?
Yeah, so we talked to both strawberry farmers, but also the research company that also already did something similar, but for tomatoes. And they both said that, yeah, they really want to reduce this waste. Yeah.
Okay, you focus on wasted crops and monetary gain for the farmer, whereas the strawberry industry is one of the most polluting and and for farming, one of the most negative impacts on the environment with pesticides and with fertilizer. Did you quantify the impact? Can you make an impact with this on that kind of pollution, and did you quantify it, what the impact could be?
Yep. Strawberry pollution in Netherlands is 30 tons of carbon emission a year, and that is usually done without not doing a precise agriculture. So the fertilizer are applied and the irrigation applied equally to all of the fields. So if you have a device like OptiBerry, you're gonna know which spots of the farm needs what, and that could minimize the waste of it and potentially also decrease the economical cost of raising the crop of strawberries.
Thank you. Just the idea that your drone would measure that a strawberry XY needs more nitrite, and another drone would carry it, or how would you deploy it differentially?
So we get readings of the nutrition levels of the strawberries, and we can see how ripe they are, and based on that we can see how much attention they need. If that was the question. Yep.
That's it? Okay. I mean, if you have another question, we have time, but... Right. Okay, good. Thank you. OptiBerry.